Hey, we're making a cozy horror game, and it's called Vale's Echo, and this is our first devlog. Welcome. We're blending creepy with comfy, storytelling with puzzles, and we wanted to bring you along for the ride. When people think of horror games, they usually think of jump scares, or terrible monsters, or things jumping out of closets. But what we're aiming for is something a little different. I mean, some of them things are in it, but Vale's Echo is what we call a cozy horror game. Think Frank Bow, Rusty Lake, Night in the Woods, or even Limbo. Games that are unsettling, but also quiet, story-driven, and weirdly beautiful. It's about creating a safe place to experience uncomfortable emotions like grief or loneliness and fear, all wrapped in art and mystery and melancholy music. And melancholy music is kind of where I come in. I'm Sean, the sound designer and composer for the game, and I make ambient electronic music. I'm going to build the atmosphere for this game. And then there's also David, who's the developer, and Roberta, who's the artist. And they started all this around the campfire one night, and they were talking about horror movies, and the horror movies that they both love, the weird ones and the classics. And they both loved the idea of horror as a feeling, not just a genre. And soon after that, Roberta shared her creepy, cute art online, and it kind of went viral. David has been making games since forever, and he felt like this was the right time to do something from the heart. And of course, none of us could do the story justice because we're not writers. So we asked a friend, Indra, who's a poet and a writer, to join us. And she tied it all together and made up the fourth member of Hollow Beak Games. Roberta's art set the tone from the start. It's creepy, yeah, but also kind of cute. Here's the main character. This is Vale, and she's already dead when the game starts. We're building a world that feels like it's falling apart, stitched together with memories and monsters. There are huge dream-like creatures, melancholy forests, claustrophobic towns. Every place has its own mood. Vale's Echo is about a girl named Vale. She's dead, but she's still conscious, wandering through the underworld where nothing really makes sense. Her goal is to find the being, person, thing responsible, the one in charge, the big boss. But like in all dreams, nothing's really direct. She'll meet people, hear stories, face puzzles that reflect who she was and what she left behind. Gameplay mixes a few things: point-and-click puzzles, platforming to navigate, and dialogue choices. Sometimes it feels like a platformer, sometimes it feels more like an interactive comic. We wanted movement to feel deliberate, like Vale is wandering, not rushing. And puzzles aren't just obstacles. They're metaphors that feed back into the main story. Right now we've got about 30 minutes of gameplay. We're working on level 4 of the 9 planned. And when it's done, we're aiming for about 4 or 5 hours of story. Short and focused. It's still early, but it's starting to feel alive. If this sounds like something you love, or you just like seeing weird little projects grow, subscribe and follow us. We'll be posting devlogs, behind the scenes stuff, and updates as we go. Thanks for watching, and welcome to Vale's Echo.